Good evening, class. This is Dr. David A. Padgett, your instructor for 1010 Geography 101098 World Regional Geography. Again, thank you for your patience. In full disclosure and transparency, I didn't know I was going to be teaching this class until a week before the semester, so I'm trying to get it together. And then that was complicated by the fact that the core shells were slow to be developed. And that's in part because the person who was responsible for doing the core shells retired over the summer. And then, of course, when someone retires, it's difficult to replace them, and we have to kind of get it together. But we're on our way now. And so the purpose of this meeting today is to get into the semester, introduce you to the course syllabus. There are some things that are still in the works that might be subject to change, but pretty much we're ready to go as planned. So again, I'm Dr. David A. Padgett. I'm an associate professor of geography at Tennessee State University. I've been at TSU for 27 years. I will be your instructor this semester. My office is in Crouch Hall in case you want to stop by for whatever reason. The easiest way to reach me is via my cell phone that's in red. And so you can reach out to me anytime. Do not hesitate to reach out to me uh, whenever you need to. And I mean, whenever. Uh, Weekends, after hours, whenever. And I'll say more about that in a moment. Otherwise, I do have a couple of email addresses, and so you can reach out to me other ways. And anyway, the course textbook, don't worry about that for the moment. We will get to it. For right now, Unit A does not necessarily require use of the textbook, but the textbook will be an electronic textbook, and we're still working on getting those textbook links up and going. But for the first week or so, don't worry about it. Uh, there's the course description and the learning outcomes. So presumably through successful completion of this course, among other things, you will be introduced to the scientific method. You will build a geography-based annotated bibliography. You will use geographic information system software to create maps. You will become skilled in map interpretation. You will learn a little bit of something about atmospheric science. You will learn about the historical evolution of the field of geography and soft skills development, leadership development, and a few other things. That's basically what you will be able to do at the end of this course in terms of skills. The first unit is Unit A, Introduction to Geography, and that will begin immediately. There will be two exams. There will be a Unit A exam and a midterm exam. The final exam will not necessarily be an exam. It will be a project that you'll work on during the final exam week. There will be several research quizzes that will be aligned with the um, course units. Expect up to one per week. And so reading and writing assignments, you have your first writing assignment up. It's due on August 31st. There will be mapping assignments using GIS. There will be globe assignments, and there will be weekly article reviews. And so here is the grade scale, um, just for your information. And then here's the grade calculation. If you have any questions about how your grade is calculated, or if throughout the semester, if you have any questions about how you stand, please contact me. I don't think you will be able to figure out where you stand using the eLearn interface unless they've changed something on the student side. It's pretty much impossible. Ask me, I will be able to tell you immediately. You have an A right now, you have a B right now, you have a whatever, whatever grade you have, I'll be able to help you. Class participation grading. Uh, Class participation grading is used to adjust for issues during the semester. So let's say uh, you did really well, but for whatever reason, you did poorly on the quizzes. However, so you had A's and everything, but the quizzes didn't do too well. Maybe you had a C average, which brought you to a C for the entire class. But let's say you were within 10 points of a B. So if I notice that everything else you did was A and B work, but maybe you're not the best quiz taker, sure, I'll bump you up those 10 points to the next highest letter grade. So that's how class participation works. But class participation, as you can see, means that you have been attending class, you've been proactive, you've been engaged. Also, you have to give me a reason to give you those points at the end of the semester that will make a difference in your grade. The rest of this you can read. If you have any questions about the disability accommodation, let me know. And the rest of this is pretty straightforward. Artificial intelligence. Uh, Here is my policy for artificial intelligence. Just don't do it. Don't use it. If I suspect that you're using artificial intelligence, you will get a 0 on that assignment. No questions, no discussion, no back and forth. Final answer. Okay. So just don't use AI. It's real simple. Don't use it. Don't use Grammarly. Don't use any of that. Use your brain. And if you find out that you might have some weaknesses in writing, just try to work on it. Try to work on it. And we all have room for improvement, even myself, so don't use AI in place of your actual human intelligence. Okay. Again, any suspicion of AI use, 0. It's as simple as that. Just don't do it. Okay, so that's the course syllabus. Again, this is subject to change. Now let's get into the course itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record the lectures from my Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, and I'm going to post them here. So that's how you're going to get the recorded lectures. So they will align with the course material. As you can see, you have the course syllabus and classroom rules here. There are some other rules that you might want to make note of, such as let me just go to them while I'm here. Probably the most pertinent rule is late assignments. So all assignments have an automatic extension of 1 point off per 12 hours is late getting to the Dropbox for up to 5 days, calendar days, not business days. So every assignment, and they're worth about 25 points, has an automatic grace period. You don't have to ask for it. Okay. So if it's late, it's late. Turn it in late, you get a couple points off. I think that's pretty fair. Why? Is that because I'm just a nice guy who likes to give people a break? No. Uh, I would rather have you turn in work late and done well than realize, oh no, the deadline is here, and then you slap together something that I don't even want to read, and you don't want to read. I want to see your best work. I want you to so you do your best work, lose a couple of points, turn in late, no problem. Also, sometimes things happen. Sometimes we just forget. Sometimes something gets in the way and we don't get around to doing an assignment. No problem. Just turn in late. Even if you turn the assignment in, say a day late, and get 2 points off, every assignment's worth 25 points. And so you can still get an A even if it's a day late and it's done well. So that's very important. The rest of it is pretty straightforward. The excuse is the only valid excuse for missing anything in here. is if you're engaged in official university business. You're on a track team, going to a conference. Anything else isn't an excused absence, but really, I have to figure out how we're going to do attendance in here, but there might not be a way to do that online. It is what it is. Your attendance will be reflected in your work, I assume. Again, let's see. Pretty much insist that all your work be turned to the Dropbox and not email to me. That could get messy. Now, however, if you uh, do want me to look over your work before the deadline, turn it in a couple of days before, at least a day or so before. Don't turn it in at 5 minutes before the deadline and ask me, is it okay? A couple of days before, turn in a draft to me. I'll look at it and I might say, hey, you're on the right track. This is great. Or I might say, oh my goodness, boy, let's talk about this. Let's get this better. It's really good to have critique ahead of time so that you will be clear as far as what your requirements are before you submit work to the Dropbox. Because once you get that grade, that's it. There's no turning back from that. I think that we are clear here. Again, my phone number is 24 hours, and I really do mean that. I started doing that. Uh, I started doing that during the pandemic, and this class is not going to meet face to face, so I've got to fix that. I see now. So again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, so again, the here's the reading assignment here, the history, and so read that over. Then you have a writing assignment that's based upon the Unit A reading assignment. Also, there will be some lectures. Uh, at some point at the end of Unit A, there will be a research quiz, and you'll turn that in. And then that's pretty much how we're going to do things this semester. So look out here for the recorded lectures from the Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. The lecture tomorrow is pretty much what I'm saying now. So this is going to be the recording for this week. There will be 3 recordings per week. That's the plan. Uh, Hopefully, I won't forget to record. Okay, thanks again for your patience. We're ready to get this semester started. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to working with you this semester.